Are you ready to launch your career? Avoid these common pitfalls to ensure success and accelerate your professional growth. I really recall my first job out of my college filled with excitement and anticipation. However, I soon realized that I was making rookie mistakes that could have derailed my career. Fortunately, I learned from those experiences and now I'm sharing those valuable lessons with you. These insights, I hope, will empower you to navigate your first job with confidence and poise. Your first job sets the tone for your entire career, influencing your professional trajectory and personal growth. A successful start boosts your confidence, opens doors for you, and establishes strong foundation. Conversely, a rocky start can hinder growth and create long-term challenges. Remember this, it will create long-term challenges for you if it is not correct. So it is crucial to make a positive impact from the outset. So how do we do that? The first one is time management and organization. That includes prioritization. So effective prioritization is very crucial for maximizing your productivity in the workplace. Then, to prioritize tasks successfully, focus on high impact activities that align with your goals and objectives. When there are a lot of ways we discussed on prioritization techniques, that you have a look at those videos as well. This involves learning to say no to non-essential tasks and utilizing tools like, probably you can have a to-do list or you can do something on your calendar or on a notepad. So by doing so, you will optimize your workload and adhere greater efficiency. The second one on time management is procrastination. It is a productivity killer, period. So you remember that. Procrastination can hinder your professional growth and success, and it will push you down seriously. So to overcome this procrastination, you need to identify the patterns and break tasks into smaller ones and to a manageable steps so that you can handle it better. Establish some realistic timelines or something which you can do it, which is possible for you, and create a conducive work environment that minimizes distractions. This will help you to stay focused and motivated. The third one on time management and organization is meeting deadlines. You need to practice yourself to consistently meet these deadlines given to you by your supervisor, which means that you need to first build trust with them and you need to build credibility with your supervisors particularly. Then to achieve this, you need to plan ahead and you need to jot down your priorities and communicate with the team members or whoever is a stakeholder for that task and set the expectations very effectively upfront. Have a buffer time for unexpected tasks and regularly review progress to ensure timely completion. This proactive approach will help you deliver high quality results. And remember, in case if you can't complete it, have a right frame of mind to go back to your manager to say that for some reasons or for these reasons I got stuck and I need more time based on the particular problem. That you need to go and tell as soon as you hit the problem. Don't expect a last moment like a review meeting or an appraisal to go and tell that I had this problem. Then it's a waste of time. The next topic is on communication and teamwork. You need to practice active listening skills. It is very, very vital for effective communication. And in a teamwork, it will help you to progress very, very professionally. To listen actively, you need to pay attention. I have used to always say that knowledge is free, but you have to pay attention to that. So pay attention to what others are talking, what others are saying, and ask clarifying questions, and be sure not to interrupt them particularly in a manner that irritates. So avoid interruptions and always try to have eye-to-eye contact and paraphrase or summarize the key points to ensure you got the understanding correct. This fosters open communications and collaborations. The next thing on communication is having clear communication. You need to draft the message very clearly. This clear communication prevents misunderstanding and errors, and it helps you to build your collaboration with your team very effectively and productively. To communicate very clearly, you need to be concise, use proper channels, and avoid too much of jargons. That of course depends on to whom you are talking to, but try to put it in a nicely simple terms. And if you don't have that skill, probably you need to practice that, have a communication goal and try to improve on that, try to practice that and seek feedback to refine your approach. This clearly enables a clear and effective information exchange. This helps your career. The next one on your communication and teamwork is conflict resolution. Because when you are young, the way you try to respond to or react to situations will be quite different. You think in a very short-term or myopic perspective that you can't understand the whole story. So that way what will happen is that you will try to make mistake and try to defend, or you will try to find fault in others, or the way you receive feedback, you may not be in a position to understand it from the required level of perspective. But these things create conflicts, and you need to have that mental maturity to handle prompt resolutions. And for that, you need to have, if you are sensible enough and if the other party is also sensible enough, try to have a middle ground or common ground where both things can meet. But for that, you need to first listen to what the other person is saying, and don't focus on the personalities, focus on solutions. Instead of going for a blame game, you go for resolution techniques, solution-based approaches. This constructive approach strengthens relationships and resolve disputes. The moment you are able to resolve disputes, then you stay clear of a lot of things. And obviously, you won't be attracted by office politics. Even if you are attracted, you will have a say rather to say no to office politics. That is the quality you need to imbibe. And the next one is building strong relationships. When I say relationships, professional relationships, not personal relationships. So nurturing professional relationships is very crucial for career advancement and personal growth. To build strong relationships, you need to demonstrate respect for others, offer assistance, and be approachable. And you need to show genuine interest in your colleagues' work, and you need to celebrate their success as well. This fosters, for example, a very supportive and collaborative work environment. The next obstacle area is professionalism and growth. You need to demonstrate professionalism, and it is very essential for establishing your credibility and trust in the workplace. This involves, for example, dressing appropriately based on whatever is the dress code prescribed by the organization, and being punctual about your attendance or your work, and maintaining confidentiality as you would have signed up on your non-disclosure agreements. Respect boundaries and adhere to company policies and procedures all the time. Professionalism enhances your reputation and career prospects. Wherever you go, whichever company you go, you need to do this. The next step on professionalism is your continuous learning. It is not that what your supervisor has told you at the end of the appraisal, but you have to also continuously learn related to your hard skill or soft skill in the area in which you are working on. So you need to invest quite a lot of time in your self-development. And in today's very fast environment, particularly in technologies, wherever it is, and the way people emotionally interact, a lot of things are very, very faster, and you need to be very clear and sensitive about that. So you need to attend a lot of workshops, conferences, and training sessions to enhance your skills. It is not that your company is going to sponsor every time. Maybe you need to choose certain ways and mechanisms by which you participate, even in case if your company is not sponsoring you. So you read industry publications, seek mentorship from experienced professionals outside of your organization if required. This commitment to learning drives growth and innovation in you. The next step, what you should be doing is seeking feedback. When I say this, obviously it will build a level of growth and development in you. That is the basis on which others will look at you that you are a person to work with, because you are learning and you are receptive to certain feedback and criticism. So learn from constructive feedback or criticism and implement those changes and grow from failures or setbacks or any negative feedback. So seek feedback proactively and maintain open mindset. This fosters continuous improvements and excellence. The next step in professionalism is networking. Networking helps you grow. Depending upon the chosen role, for example, if you are in a sales and marketing field, definitely it helps you in an exponential way. Networking strategically is very, very essential for your career advancement and professional growth. Attending industry events with professionals on LinkedIn or building meaningful relationships with mentors or mentors' references, that will help you a lot. Try to practice certain kind of pitches, maybe 10-minute pitches, 3-minute pitch, and maybe 1-minute pitch. Sometimes even an elevator pitches, as it is called, and engage in productive conversations. This expands your network and unlocks quite a new opportunity. So doing all these things, you need to be very, very careful, because at a young age, you need to be managed correctly, and in case if you don't know how to manage your own self, you will get into problems like burnout. So you need to have a mechanism to self-care. So you need to prioritize, no doubt. Self-care is vital for maintaining your physical and mental well-being in demanding work environments. So you need to plan for your times, for your personal stuff, to help you stay fit, both physically and mentally. Maybe engage in your regular exercises or healthy eating, meditation, maybe yoga, something like that. And have a clear schedule and establish a clear work-life balance so that you can prevent burnout and avoid getting into problems. When I say problem here, you also need to be very, very clear that you need to put boundary for yourself, so that every passerby in your organization doesn't give you work like a leg work. So you go and do a lot of mundane tasks. So that way you need to be very clear what is your assigned role and what you can take up, what you cannot take up. So set clear limits and communicate your boundaries very clearly with your managers, supervisors, and peers, what you can take, what you cannot take. And practice to say no in a reasonable environment. Don't say no to everything, then you will be in trouble. So you need to say no to certain unreasonable demands, which is possible only by prioritizing your task. And if you are in a position to delegate responsibilities, of course, you can try to do that. And where required, you seek help so that you don't get into the burnout and you can be intact. Then only you can do, right? So try to practice this. The key takeaways so far what we have discussed is to ensure professional start to your career. There are quite a few common pitfalls and you need to overcome or avoid those by prioritizing time management and organization. Develop effective communication strategies or have teamwork skills, and maintain professionalism and pursue growth opportunities. Continuously learn from mistakes and feedback. Staying adaptable and open to growth, that's very important. This lays foundation for your long-term success. So my recommendation here is set long-term goals and priorities. Seek mentorship and guidance, and develop a growth mindset. Last but not least, foster meaningful professional relationships. I hope these recommendations will help you to avoid all your common pitfalls, and your career from there on will reach to the top. With this note, let me say thank you for joining me in today's discussion. I hope these insights inspire you to start your career or building your leadership skills. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more career development tips. This is Gokul. Cheers.